Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee. On today's program, we have Ben Neyman. We just got yelled at for being too loud on our other episode.
Yeah, we got in trouble.
So we're going to have use our inside voices, Jeremiah.
Yeah,
we're getting rowdy, man. We're having fun with the Miami landscaper. Well, Brittany gave us the death stare.
Yeah.
So she heard us. Jeremiah Jennings, friend of the show, fellow podcaster.
Yeah, podcaster, maintenance owner, about to be father, all kinds of stuff. So
cool.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. Thanks again to our sponsors, Ballard Products, Echo, Company Cam, sponsoring this summer tour, as well as our friends at Jobber. That is the CRM that I use.
I used to.
I do not use, but I've heard great things about it. But I've heard great things about
it. So. Good software.
Ben and I use Jobber, and it makes it convenient. I remember when I started my business, Ben, I would print out. I'd go to, we had a little ship it store.
Yeah.
I'd print out like 100 blank templates. And then I use a specific pen. It's a Pilot G27. And I'd write, what we did or whatever. And I'd give them the paper copy. And then eventually they tell me they put a check in the mail. But when I switched to Jobber, I would just get their card on file and then let them know, I'm going to charge you on the first of the month. Or if it's a larger job, here's the payment structure. And get it in writing. And then it saves so much time when you can just charge your card. So
it's a lot easier, especially like when I started out in part of 18 and 19 when I ran my business. It was all pen and paper, like like you just said, Paul. And the schedule was read out Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday. If we had weather, we had to work on Saturdays. Sometimes catch up. But now it's on my phone. All I got to do is pull up an app. Schedule's already ready to go. One that we get done mowing a property, mark it off, mark complete, send the invoice to the customer, knowing we're there, automatically bill them, charge them, and it's fast, easy, and saves a lot of time for me instead of sitting in front of a desk for 2 to 3 hours at night,
So when you're ready, getjobber.com/Paul. Again, that's getjobber.com/Paul. Well, as I was out here podcasting, and again, thanks to the Fullertons, Brian and Liz, and the Aumans, Caleb and Brittany, for allowing us to have the time and space to do these podcasting from the event, because it gives me the opportunity to set up all my equipment, which Jeremiah knows a lot goes into this.
A lot does go into it, yeah. When
you can just set it up and then get a bunch of quality in-person interviews, it's like efficiency 101. So I'm thankful to Brian and Liz and Caleb and Brittany for giving us this opportunity. It's incredible.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And while we're out here podcasting, Jeremiah, I heard you and your wife. What were you doing in there? I didn't even
we
know
were
you were
speaking.
speaking. I didn't know you were a speaker.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we spoke for like 5 or 10 minutes just on some little stuff, little questions about things that we've learned this past. We were talking about, we were at the original Together in Trades last year, the inaugural. So fun to be back this year. It's an honor to be here. And we just talked about things we've learned the past year, just ways that we've grown, and just a lot of things that we've implemented into our marriage and business and life together just to help us be better. So communication, all things come along with all that stuff.
Yeah, who knows? By the time you guys are listening to this, maybe the baby's already come, or it's getting close to coming.
That probably will be a thing. Yeah, I'm sure.
Her belly. I don't know with women and stuff, but it looks big. Like it's gonna pop at some point.
Yeah, she's getting there. We're about 2.5 months away, so it'll be here before you know it. Did you hear the big news though?
Someone got proposed in there?
Yeah.
What in the world? Wow. I heard an eruption of cheering. So I walked over there and I peeked in, and this guy. Well, tell us the story.
It was Sam and Mary McGowan, I think was her name, but they. From Sam I Am Property Services, something like that. So y'all can check him out on Instagram. I think that's it. But he'd been planning it for a while apparently, and so he just hopped up there.
Did Brian and them know, or was this completely So Brian knew.
Yeah, they knew. We got up and did our thing, and then Brian came up after us, kind of made the transition and brought them up. Brian did a very good job. Bet he didn't think he would ever be doing that in his lifetime, but he did.
Did you know this was going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know weeks in advance. I knew today though.
They told you someone's going to propose after you. No big deal.
Yeah. So
easy, Ben. Easy. We're gonna.
Ben and Paul over here being lookers.
Nashville.
Oh no, they're not. There's nobody talking. They're just playing a game.
They're playing a game. Okay. Well, earlier, man, we were having a good old time.
It was.
Paul is here from Miami Landscaper, and we were carrying on, and Brittany walks. I could feel her walking out, and then you and Paul got like real serious, and then I turned around and Brittany.
Yeah.
She didn't look too happy.
That door slung open. That's all she wrote.
Oh.
So, Paul, have you told the audience listening in today about you shooting your shot the other week?
No. We're gonna stay focused on this
Oh,
proposal.
okay, proposal.
That you had to be at Together in the Trades to hear about me and.
That's not gonna make it to the airwaves.
No, it died.
I'm gonna send her your. I'm gonna send her your podcast.
What happened with this proposal?
I mean, what happens with a proposal? He got up there and said a
Well,
little
how did
speech
Brian
and-
bring it? Did Brian
did
give
a
it
very good
away,
job
or was
transitioning. No. He did a great job. He brought up there and said, if there's anybody here that's not married, raise your hand. Like any first-time guests that aren't married. And so,
So he was doing this intentionally. He knew the whole time this is going to end in a proposal.
Yeah, he knew it the whole time. And
Okay.
they raised their hands, and he was like, "Oh, come up on. I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to ask you some questions." And asked him some questions, and he was like, "So," and he asked Mary McGowan, "Do you have any questions that y'all like ask each other all the time, like to help you grow your marriage and further each other and stuff like that?" And she was like, "Yeah, I do." And at that time, Sam was behind her, and he was like, "Well, Sam, do you have any questions you'd like to ask her?" And then Sam stepped up there and gave us a little
Did he get on a knee?
speech, and got down on a knee and
She
proposed.
said yes.
Yeah, she said yes.
Great.
Yep. And then the
Congratulations.
crowd went wild. So
Yeah, I heard the crowd go wild. I was like,
wondering. Yeah, we was wondering.
I thought Fullerton
you
was
need to get them on
passing
the
out
podcast
hundreds or
before they
something.
run out of here today. But
Sam and Mary.
yeah, Sam and Mary McGowan. So I'll send them out here when we're done. But it was.
We'll see. I'm stressed out all morning. I'm like, hey, you want to be on the show? Oh yeah, later. So now I'm looking at the clock. There's like 20 people I told we're going to do a podcast.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You run out of daylight.
Yeah. So I don't know how in the world we're going to pull it off. So
Well, you're gonna be here through tomorrow. Just stay up all night.
2:00 now.
I've been-
It's okay.
Woo-wee.
I hope everybody enjoys these live episodes though. They really do create the best content.
Yeah.
This stuff's so much easier to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, Jeremiah's a podcaster, so he understands this. When you tell someone, hey, I'll send you a Zoom link, or I use something called StreamYard now.
I use Riverside now.
This guy. I actually learned a lot from Jeremiah. I'm like,
Excellence in
teach me how to
broadcasting.
do this. Teach me how to do that.
That's cool.
Okay, Riverside FM.
Yeah. It's
I'll
done pretty good.
Okay, I've been paying $49 a month for StreamYard.
No. Riverside's like 20, I think.
Okay. But anyway, it really is.
Yeah.
The
It's fun.
nonverbal, because if someone's on a screen,
Yeah.
you don't get.
Especially when
what's
you-
he doing? We're on
Especially when you don't
TV.
have good internet
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
and you're lagging and everything. I'm just sitting there. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You better be glad you weren't in there today. Brian and Liz's speech went crazy. They were, oof.
I'd like
Brian.
to hear that. I bet it was
The
good.
birds and the bees.
Yeah, just about.
Mm.
You know how Brian is. Brian's a jokester.
When he
Yeah.
gets on it, it's he's on a rant.
I need some of y'all to come listen to my show, and then we'll get to that point.
Yeah.
So,
We'll go ahead and plug your show, Jeremiah.
I know if you just keep listening, then we'll plug it
All
after
right.
that.
Yeah. He has a podcast as well. We need to. Get
So if
him
you
up
want to
in
hear
the charts.
some more new episode to listen to, just come right on back after this break.
Yeah, we'll be right back. I for real got to get a sip of water. All right, guys, we are back. A guy drove by with a cart with a Dasani water.
And he got scared. I think he thought you were like mad at him for driving.
No, I
in
was
the back of the
asking if I could
video.
get water. But look, I've been chewing these little ice chips all day. See that in that
Yeah,
cup? It's not even water.
that's not
The water
any
in there
good.
is the ice that melted. So, praise God, we got some Dasani up in this piece.
Dasani's kind of salty though. I'm really not a big Dasani fan. So
It's owned by the Coca-Cola company.
yeah.
So I think
So everybody out there listening, I'm going to turn you. Hopefully, Dasani never will sponsor your podcast because I'm about to turn the listeners off to Dasani. But Dasani now, so it's very salty. Look at the ingredients; it literally has salt in it.
shut up.
Seriously, look at it. Salt is like one of the biggest contributing
Purify
factors
water.
in dehydration. But we're going to put salt in water.
Magnesium sulfate, potassium chloride, salt.
Salt.
Unbelievable. I
So-
thought I was drinking pure water.
So you're literally dehydrating yourself by drinking water.
Minerals added for
crazy.
taste, manufactured for the Coca-Cola Company, Atlanta, Georgia, 30313.
So Coke never wants to sponsor the Green Industry Podcast.
Who would have known?
This show won't exist any longer, but this episode won't exist any longer. But Dasani is good. I used to like it all the time, but one of my guys that works for me, he's like, I bought it one day working. He's like, I'm not drinking that. I'm going to get dehydrated. I was like, Ben, it's water. What are you talking about? You're going to dehydrate. He said there's salt in it, and I looked at it, and sure enough, and now every time I drink it, I kind of like taste the salt now.
Wow. Yeah, well, I had a great value water around here somewhere, and I
So,
don't
can't
know where
beat
it
that.
went.
Can't beat that. So, Paul, how are you enjoying this event? Are you having a fun time?
Oh yeah, it's always encouraging. I mean, even last night, I think I saw you and Savannah walk by. I was eating dinner with Brian at the Mexican
Yeah, Paul
restaurant,
gets to eat with the big wigs.
and just iron and sharpening iron.
Yeah.
Like Brian is such a good entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. And I get to, we talked business for probably an hour, I don't know, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It was Brian. I'm just sitting there listening.
Yeah.
But those kind of conversations with people who are further ahead of you in business, you think different, and it stretches me. And so when I
Yeah.
get back to Atlanta, there's some things. Blake Albertson,
Mhm.
getting to talk with him. there's just some adjustments and pivot that I'm making in my life and my strategy of my goals. So I've already feel like if the show ended right now, oh God, Jeremiah, oh man.
No, you just need to always surround yourself with people that are trying to be better and better themselves and are further along in life than you.
Exactly.
So, here comes the fire truck. I don't know what kind of fire truck.
Oh, what kind of fire are you talking about, Jeremiah?
Hopefully Savannah doesn't listen to this podcast.
Nashville hot chicken. It's got everybody like on fire. I guess that's crazy.
Man.
But this has been fun, Paul. You excited? What you got coming up? What's coming up for the future of the green industry? Where are you going in the next couple months or weeks or?
The podcast or the industry
at
large?
The Green Industry Podcast.
Yeah, so I've been talking with my good buddy Naylor Taliaferro. He lives up in Midlothian, Virginia.
On Lake Taliaferro.
Yeah, it's in his backyard, Lake Taliaferro. And so what he was talking about, Jeremiah, is having me come up and then letting the Virginia crew, Stacy Flanagan and Will Rice, and there's a whole, there's, I'm trying to think of everyone's names off the top of my head, but there's maybe like 15 or so lawn care business owners that live in the Virginia area, within an hour or two drive, easy lawn care. And so anyway, he's going to have everyone over. Then we're going to do like a podcast collaboration.
Cool.
So, and then hopefully on my way up or back, I'll stop by Pookie and Mitchell Lawn Care. Yeah. And have Pookie come over and, bang out an episode with them.
Okay, if you don't listen to previous episodes, who is Pookie?
Lamont Harrison.
Yeah, there we go. Let's let everybody know who Pookie is. Because somebody's probably listening to this podcast for the first time on this episode. And what is this?
I was like, who are these guys talking about?
Smash that follow button. Yeah. Turn the bell on for notifications. Yep. Well, someone left a review. Let me read this. They left a review on my show, and I think they meant to leave it on your show.
Really?
Yeah. Let me read this rating and review. And again, thanks guys for leaving us these ratings and reviews. But I was reading this the other day, and I was like.
Top left, buddy. Right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah. I've switched over to Spotify.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I have the
How could you do that? That's like the cardinal sin.
No. I have the Apple on my phone just to make sure, as a podcaster, I want to make sure my show's up and running every day. So I just use this as like a safety net. Yeah. But as a podcast consumer,
as a listener,
I listen on Spotify.
Wow.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Green Industry Podcast.
So you stole a review from me, is what you're telling me.
I stole what? Oops.
A review from me.
Well, let me just read it to you. I don't know if this person got confused or what.
See,
Green Industry Podcast. See, I'm so used to Spotify now. Go ahead and read this from Envision Lawn and Landscape from Monday. Read it out loud. He left this on the Green Industry Podcast.
I own a small lawn and landscape company working through year 3. Jeremiah's podcast is great for those who are newer in business, relatable to day-to-day problems as well. Wow, must be nice. Stealing everybody's reviews.
I didn't steal. He left it on the Green Industry Podcast.
Okay, well, Envision Lawn and Landscape, when you listen to this episode, make sure you leave your review on the right. Go to Paul's, delete this one.
No, don't delete it. What is it, a 5-star?
It's a 5-star.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Good. Don't delete it.
I'll take what I can get.
Go to the Growing Green podcast and leave a review on that page.
Yeah, 328 ratings and reviews.
Awesome. Yeah.
Whether you host a podcast or you run a local lawn and landscaping business, social proof is everything. And so when a brand new listener.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I look at new, I look for new podcasts all the time, and when I look through them, the first thing I look at is the ratings and reviews. I don't look at anything else. Like those are the first things that I look at. So.
Yeah, and so they'll look at that first number, 328. Yeah. That'll put them at peace. Okay, legitimate show, and then they see the 5 stars, which. I don't know, 95%.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have some joker left us a 1,
You need those, though, because it makes
it
people
look
realize,
real. If it was 100% 5-star, they think Savannah and
it's like when you're scrolling through your Instagram followers, you need to see some real ones in there and not just fake ones. Yeah. Instagram has so many fake followers, many fake accounts now.
I'll click on it, you know what I mean? And they'll say, they have 17 followers, and it's like, fake account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram's got to get that under control.
Yeah.
That's the thing with these reels. Like, you post these reels, they do really well. And then so many fake accounts start following you. And they boost your numbers, but then it's like, come on. Instagram's a really fun platform. So go check Paul out on Instagram at the Green Industry Podcast.
I've been cranking them out, man.
Your reels are doing good.
Yeah, I just got to hang
out.
Jason
Creel. He's the magic key there.
Man. Yeah. He's gotten me millions and millions and millions of views in the last few weeks. Millions. One of the videos last I checked this morning, had 4.5 million views.
And it was 6 seconds long?
Yeah. Of him mowing.
Wow.
But it's quite comical, actually, of him mowing. So we got the big wigs out here now. We're on our behavior, right? Well behavior.
Caleb, what are y'all doing in there? It's awful. Did you get the questions right?
You want to face the camera, or you're on YouTube? Caleb Auman, everyone.
Dude,
get in front of the camera.
You guys gotta calm down here, Paul. See, but now I'm in front of you, and I sure didn't want to block the guest. But yeah, I just did a horrible thing I swore I'd never ever do, and it was one of those dating games or whatever. So like they ask you, they sit you back to back, right? The husband and wife or whatever, and hit you up back to back, and then they'll ask you questions that you have to answer that your spouse is either going to write the answer, or in this case, we were out of the room. So it's like, what was your first date? What's the most attractive piece of clothing they wear? Let's say it that way, and things like that. And then they brought the girls back in to answer to see if it aligned. And God, that was terrible. That was just brutal. Because Britt and I's relationship's so all over the place, anyways. Like how we started out and stuff. Brad and Tammy Miller, the tandem marriage folks, they freaking killed that game, like murdered it. Brian proceeded to put his foot in his mouth about 44 times, and had some really awkward moments up there. And it was a really good, actually it was a freaking blast. Like, I'll never do that again, I swear to goodness. But it was a blast. What'd I interrupt? What were you all talking about?
We're just wrapping it up, talking about the importance of ratings and reviews, but shout out your podcast while you're here.
Well, thanks, Paul. Kid Contractor podcast, that's what we do. And congrats on Green Industry podcast going like bananas, man. That's like so amazing, the downloads you're getting, and deserved too, because you're freaking going after it, man. I'm proud of you. I think it's fantastic.
Thanks, Caleb.
Good.
When are you speaking? How many minutes away are you?
Like, we're next up, and I'm so not prepared for that. It's going to be such a train wreck.
Go get prepared. Jeremiah, let's wrap this thing up. He's got to go speak. Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah, buddy.
Knock him out. I never know why they say break a leg. That doesn't seem like too motivating.
I won't do that.
Do a good job.
Yeah.
All right, now we got to fix the camera again.
Well, we're in it. We're in it.
Yeah, there we go. Excellence in broadcasting, Marty.
Now I think you're going to be out of it.
All right. Well, I think this is sufficient.
Yeah, this is good entertainment.
All right. Entertaining. Give your social handles.
Yeah. It's Ben Neyman Lawn Care LLC.
There you go, Ben.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't look your
How about scooters?
I am, you can find us at Growing Green Landscapes on Instagram, at the Growing Green Podcast. Do episodes 3 times a week and just have a good time there hanging out, talking business and marriage and everything else involved in running business together.
Yeah, and thanks again to Brian and Liz, Caleb and Brittany for giving us the time and space to set up shop here and get to have some excellence in broadcasting. Yep. And Jeremiah.
There you go.
Yeah. That's another ambulance.
Hit the stop button.
We've never broadcast with this
view.
Yeah. Woo-wee. All right. At the top of the show, we mentioned if you need a CRM to run your business efficiently, check out our friends at Jobber. For your first 6 months, guys, you can save 20% off. Mr. Producer will put that link in today's show notes, or just visit getjobber.com/Paul. Again, Jeremiah, that's getjobber.com.
Yeah, we'll get there.
/Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. If you listened and want to watch these shenanigans, we didn't get the B-roll of whatever we got going on out here, but you can at least see us behind the scenes here. I've been posting these on the Green Industry Podcast YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and type in Green Industry Podcast, and we've actually been putting a lot of effort into these videos. So
yeah, it's been big, and also don't forget, you get registered for Equip. Use promo code Paul.
Thanks, Ben. You're our new co-host.
I know, man.
So promo code Paul will save you 50% off the Equip Exposition. So thank you, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Excellence in Broadcasting rolls on from downtown Nashville.